able to connect with your family when you're really with your family. So I practice really what I preach.
On the other hand, is there something about your job and connecting with these young people the way you do that makes you a better parent?
Absolutely. With a lot of the dads that I have that come in, I tell them, what's your formal background in training academically? And they'll say, well, I was trained as a biochemist. And they'll say, so as a biochemistry major, did you learn how to parent a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old? And they say, well, no. And they say, this is my gift. This is my strength. So please let me coach you on how you can do a better job. And the great thing is I'm able to transfer all of that into my own personal life and take that to be the best dad that I can, because this is my gift, to connect.
Let's talk a little bit about these physical activities that you do with the young men, the mountain climbing, the hiking, the paintball activities. How do they therapeutically help these young men?
You know, they get the guys out, and they get them outside of their comfort zone, and they get them outside of the area where they feel like this is where I need to operate, whether it's, sex or drugs or pornography or anger or acting out. And they try something that's completely new and foreign, and in the process they're connecting with somebody that they trust. And at that time, that's when those guys really can find great success, because they felt like this was the greatest rush that they've experienced, and they're doing it in a therapeutic, avenue.
Tell me why you started the Two Extreme Dream.
I started the Two Extreme Dream because I wanted to celebrate their growth. I wanted to celebrate their change. I wanted to celebrate who I knew that they could be, but there was kind of a sidebar in their life at the time because of their bad choices.
You've demonstrated some very impressive results with your program, but it seems so dependent on you and what you bring to these young people. Is there a possibility of maybe growing it, replicating it so that you can reach more youth?
This is so far out of the box that it does make people feel uncomfortable, because I'm asking them, you need to be able to connect at whatever level that you can connect. It's been hard. It's been really hard for me to have somebody come alongside me, but it's been my biggest dream, is that more kids can be reached.
And you touch these youngsters on a very emotional level. Tell me a little bit about the personal satisfaction in seeing them climb a mountaintop or make some other, even small, success.
The personal gratification that I get out of this is watching a guy make an effort and watching a little bit of movement, and a little bit of movement from where they were 6 months ago. It's a miracle. I love it. I mean, I love watching them try. I love watching them, call in the midst of a crisis and say, what am I supposed to do? I love the fact that they reach out, because they haven't been doing it for such a long time. And I love that they trust me.
And we've seen how they react to reaching the top of a mountain. When they do that, how do you react? What's happening inside of you?
Sheer jubilation, sheer joy of knowing what they've had to do to get to this place. And knowing that this one foundation, standing on top of a peak, or even if we only made it to 18,000 feet, that these guys have accomplished something that many people in their entire lives will never accomplish. Again, it's not about the mountain or the peak or the summit, because a lot of times you don't make it to the summit, but it is about the fact that they have been taking all the different steps along the way, and including new relationships and trusting somebody else. So if they can take that into their real lives, outside of this therapeutic relationship, there's nothing that's going to stop them.
What keeps you going?
I love my job. I love these kids. I love watching their growth. It's awesome.
Coming up next, I'll share some final thoughts about each of our guests. But first, we want to thank viewer Katie Wells, who told us about John Davis. When we say we want to hear from you, we mean it. So go to our website at metrobeat.tv and link to people to watch. Tell us about people in your community who are making a difference. We'll be right back.
Catch the beat. Tune in to Metro Beat Magazine. From Colorado classics like the Brown Palace and finger-licking delicious detours like M&D's Barbecue, to local legends like Castle Rock's King of Jazz and the unique beat of Denver's premier theater company. Metro Beat Magazine is a celebration of life in the metro area. Thursday nights at 8 and Sundays at noon on Comcast Channel 8 or on demand anytime. Only on Metro Beat TV.
Reggie Rivers and John Davis, two people who understand how physical challenges and mental discipline can lead to personal success. For 6 years, Reggie had one of the most physically demanding jobs around, that of a professional football player. But he knew that the gridiron would not be his only measure of success. Now he's one of our community's most sought-after broadcasters and writers. John Davis has a passion for adventure. He also has a passion for helping young people that most adults have written off. Through his To Extreme program, he has found a unique way to combine those passions. Both Reggie and John know the importance of physical and mental discipline. And by sharing their knowledge and experience with young people, they are making a difference. And that's why they will continue to be people to watch. I'm Bertha Lynn. Thanks for watching. And be sure to join us next time when we'll meet 2 more of the metro area's people to watch.